Oh, yeah, just put it here. How was the practice round? I know you have a new grip. How's that working for you?
I don't know what new grip.
Someone told me you're experimenting with a new grip. Unless they
Um, no,
no,
I don't know. That might have been Will.
oh, okay.
Mine are all. I'm all the same.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
Google it. You've got a new grip, but don't believe it because it's not
yeah.
true.
I don't think so. I changed all my grips a couple weeks ago, like my actual club grips.
Oh, you did.
Um,
You did. Okay.
yeah, but nothing new this week.
Okay. So what was that change a few weeks ago?
Just from one of the harder cord grips to a softer one. I
how's
just felt
that
like
working for you? I guess that's my
Yeah,
question.
it's been nice. I used the same ones that I'm using now for almost a year, and then went away from them for about a year. They just kind of tear up your hands, so
Yeah.
I just went back to them for a little bit of softer feel.
You must be happy with your game right now. I mean, you're slowly. I know world rankings probably maybe they do, maybe they don't mean a lot to you, but just to see up there at 14, slowly progressing, you must be happy about your game heading into the Masters here as you prepare to win the biggest stage.
Yeah, I've been playing well. I feel like the result in Austin, I think, was more reflective of it than a lot of them before that, kind of early this season. But I feel like it's been going the right direction, and just excited to get the week started.
What has been going in the right direction for you that maybe in the past has frustrated you a little bit, or you've had to work your way through?
I feel like I've just generally been more in control of my ball. I've started to drive it a little better. My iron play's been a little better. And I feel like I'm starting to read some greens better than I have before. So, just all parts I feel like kind of go in the right direction.
13 work in your favor now that it's a little longer. I know you can really
Yeah,
bomb it.
I think if anything, it just makes it more comfortable. I don't think it necessarily plays that much more to my advantage, but I think it just makes the tee shot more comfortable for me.
Cam, how would you characterize last year here? When you kind of entered kind of just Lisa pick and
Yeah, I just didn't play very well. I think this is a hard place to play for your first time, and I probably wasn't as nearly as prepared as far as golf course knowledge as I am this year. Um, and I feel like I was just much less comfortable generally playing on the PGA Tour and in majors and the Masters than I am today. I feel like I'm much more comfortable being here.
is there a particular moment or shot last year where you really felt like I'm not really sure what to do?
It's hard to remember. Honestly, I've tried to put a lot of the shots I hit that week out of my mind because there weren't many good ones. But yeah, I think it's a place, especially if the wind blows, that there's some uncertainty. So that back nine stretch, like 13, 15, 16, is definitely tricky if you're not really comfortable with where you are.
Did you do anything different this year in preparation? Or?
I came a little bit later. Last year I got here early on Sunday and kind of wore myself out a little bit. So this year I came in Monday afternoon. I've played maybe 27 holes in the 2 days, and or in 3 days, and just feel a bit more rested. And I think that's just a better way for me to go in general.
Have you learned anything from Paul this week on how to play this golf course differently?
Yes. Yeah, I mean his golf course knowledge is unbelievable. He's I think this is his 21st Masters. He's still out there learning, which is unbelievable to me. I feel like every hole he picks something out and gets a new number that he hasn't had before. And his kind of attention to detail as far as noticing, I mean, even just little flat spots that they put in, around the greens and stuff that keep you from using slopes. He's unbelievable just with noticing some of those little things and bringing my attention to him. So he's a tremendous resource for me, especially this week.
You talked about how your putting has improved.
Yeah.
In what aspects?
I feel like I've gained some confidence just in the stroke itself. I'm kind of understanding that I feel like my struggles are not stroke related or alignment. It's kind of just green reading. So I'm able to kind of take some comfort knowing that, if I hit a 12-footer, most of the time I'm going to hit it how I want to, and if it just misses one way or the other, that's kind of either a little misread or imperfections in the greens. So I feel just more comfortable knowing that really I feel like some proof built up that I'm going to roll it where I mean to. We've tried to learn a little bit of aim point just to simplify things for me. And I don't use it all the time, but here and there, you'll probably see me do it this week.
Can
Can you talk to me about how living or home base being the Dive Preserve and living in Palm Beach County, how that has sort of helped your progression at this stage in your career? With all the PGA Tour guys around there, I'm sure you're never short of someone to play with, right?
Yeah, no, there's always people around. I've been a member at the Dive for 3.5 years. They've been great to me there, and yeah, I mean it's just a great place to live. Life is very easy, and there's obviously tons of good golf. So the fact that the weather stays nice, especially the time of year that we're home for the most part in the fall and the winter, is a bonus. But it's just a nice place to live.
Is there anybody you practice with the most? Down there?
I honestly, I mostly practice on my own. I'll play a little bit here and there with some different guys, but I'm still. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I mostly just practice on my own. I'm not not huge on playing a bunch of golf while I'm home. I like to hit balls and practice. So.
When you look at what Scotty did with Ted last year,
Yeah.
Is it hard not to think that something similar could happen with you?
Yeah, of course it can. But I'm not Scotty, and Paul's not Teddy. We're all different people, and I think anything can happen. I don't think that necessarily has any bearing on what happens with us. It could go better than that. Could go worse. Who knows? But I've really enjoyed Paul's company. I think he does a great job, and I think he is, like I said, a huge resource to me moving forward.
I know one more from me. I know you spent some time here with your dad as a kid when he was, I think, as a marshal. Is that right?
He was a rules official.
Oh, rules official. When you play certain holes here, do you sometimes remember, some of your idols playing those exact same holes, and it
Yeah.
kind of inspires you a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the tournament my whole life. I've seen. I feel like all the famous shots that have been hit out here. I do remember some things from when I got to come to the practice rounds that year. I think it was 2007. But I don't remember a ton, honestly. I remember being here, and I remember kind of some of the holes. But I was so little, I hardly understood what it was. So, yeah, it's just obviously it's a cool place, and it's got tons of history. So it's nice to just be a part of it, playing in the tournament.
Cam,
Yeah.
you were here last year, obviously, as a rookie and didn't have a lot of experience
Yeah.
in the bag. Now you have Paul, who's been here
Yeah.
a lot. So what have the last few days been like, kind of scouting the course with him?
It's been great. I think he brings a lot of energy and a lot of information. So it's me kind of trying to keep up and take it all in as much as I can, so that when we get to Thursday, I have things in the back of my mind about the golf course that I know, but I don't have to consciously think all the time about, this putt is slower, this putt is faster, this one breaks a lot. I think just getting a general feel for that, during the practice rounds is very important for me, so I can, kind of clear my mind Thursday and try to go play some golf.
I've known him a long time. He's pretty talkative. You strike me as being a little more on the quieter
Yeah.
side. What's that dynamic like out on the golf
Yeah,
course?
it's been great. I think he definitely brings my energy level up a bit, keeps me focused. So I think it's been great for me in that sense. And I've been around him so much that personally it's very easy to talk to him, and we have a good time out there. So it's been great. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.